3.
My name is Brigadier General Joseph Freddy Onata. I work as Chief Executive Officer of Wazalendo SACCO. But for the purposes of this function today, I'm representing the Chief of Joint Staff, Major General Jack Bakasomba, who had delegated me to represent him at the launch of Wazalendo SACCO's third estate. The first one being in Matuga, the second one being in Bulamu, and this is the third. But also launching the equipment you are seeing behind me, which is a road unit to support our estates, but also to make some money for the SACCO. Why this investment is that SACCOs are restricted by law to do certain businesses. The SACCO cannot go into road construction. The SACCO cannot go to estates business because that's not their core business. SACCO's core business, saving and credit and lending. Saving and credit meaning lending to members, strictly members, except for those who have opened the common bond. So today we are very excited to be here in Namayiba for purposes of launching our third estate, which is going to give a lot of benefits to our members. So far in Matuga, we have sold over 400 plots and about 178, according to the reporting of the MD, we are bought by the members, representing 38%, and then the other 62 for the members of the public. This one tells you that Wazalendo SACCO is not there to serve only its members through the business arm. We are now able to extend services to the rest of the members of the society, which is a good thing. So here we are launching this estate today. Plots will be going here for 18 million for members and then 20 million for non-members. I think this will going to be a very good thing for the rest of the members and to continue adding to our growth and the service to the members that we yearn for. Part of the UPDF, we have always wanted to help our members to improve their welfare. And we are doing now we are doing that improvement of welfare through 3 projects. We have the Wazalendo SACCO, and within the Wazalendo SACCO, we have the investment arm, which is Wazalendo Investments Limited. Then we also have the Army Shop, which is doing the element of construction, giving raw materials, construction materials to the members of the force, and also supporting women with household items. So we have those 3 projects now, which we think are going to make a big impact in the lives of them. Amanya nze Brigadier General Joseph Freddy Onata. Era nze akolera ebyemirimu mu Wazalendo SACCO mu luzungu kye bayita Chief Executive Officer. Leero tuli wano mu Namayimba nga tutongooza estate yaffe eyokusatu. Esooka eri Matuga, eyokubiri eri Bulamu mu Mityana Road. Kati wano leero tuli basanyufu nnyo ate tweyongere n'ekintu ekirala tutongozesa ebyuma bino bigenda ku lima enguudo, okutereza amaguudo, okutereza estates zaffe enguudo zisigale nga ziri bulungi. So kino tukirwadde amaanyi kulaba nti kati SACCO twaje twatandika nga ntono nnyo y'abantu 3 kati tuuse ku kino kye tutuuseeko okutandika kutunda plots mu estates nga zino, okutandika kuzimba enguudo nga bwe mulaba wano. Kati kino kitulaga nti ye tulaga mu maaso watangaavu kubanga kati tulina abakulembeze abalungi abalowoleza bino ebiyamba abantu bananyini kibiina kyekikulu ekituli leero okukola wano. So ndo nga SACCO kubanga eno investment arm eringa omwana wa Wazalendo SACCO, naye Wazalendo SACCO nga SACCO ye ina abantu abasuka mitwalo 11 abantu ba members abaweereza betuweereza. Era kati tuganyidwa nnyo SACCO yaffe eno tukoze ebintu bingi, tusobola okukunga abantu okutereka sente n'okwewola sente eza beeyi ntono ng'ezaffe eziri ku 13 to 12 to 12 ku 13 kitundu awo. No? Plot zino ze mulaba wane Namayimba teziri ku beeyi eri ey'Amatuga. Plot tugitunda mu members ebeera 14 million. Ate abantu abalaba bulujjo ebeera 16.5 million. Naye wano Namayimba wano plot ku members aba Wazalendo SACCO kubanga ekintu kyabwe egenda ku million 18. Tekati omuntu wa bulijjo nga muganda wange wa Baba TV oyo ajagula plot million 2 ezo. Chief of Joint Staff wenchikirira wano Kino kitegeeza nti amaanyi tugattadde kutumbula embeera z'abannannyini kibiina be bantu ba members ba UPDF. Kino kigenda tuyamba nnyo bano bayite ogudo olugenda Jinja kati bajja kukyamiranga wano bajje bagule ploti, abayita eri eya Gulu Road ploti ziri eri Matuga, abayita eri olwa Mityana nga bagenda Fotopoto era bajja kugulanga plots mu bulamu. Era tusuubira nti ng'omwaka guno kusinzira MD byayogedde omwaka guno nga tegunaggwa tujja kuba tulina plot mu Entebbe Road ne Masaka Road. Kitegeeza tujja kuba tusavinga abantu babe bulungi nnyo buli direction buli wamu. When we started with 30 members. As I speak today, we have over 111,000 members of the SACCO who are saving very well. We have and buying shares very well. Wazalendo SACCO, which is the parent to Wazalendo Investment Limited, has a share capital of 295 billion, savings of 547 billion, with a loan portfolio of 952 billion. Tetuli Bubi, we are doing very well. We have an asset base of 1.176 billion. So the SACCO has grown, and that's why you see that we are now able to look at what other options can we give to our members. That's the spirit behind it.
Why we are here, first of all, this project was mandated by the board on behalf of the annual general meeting. Wazalendo SACCO always has an annual general meeting which comprises of the members. The members are out there. Members are our soldiers, our staff that we work with, the civilian staff, the families of these people. So we were mandated by the AGM, the annual general meeting, to come up with business. After realizing a big surplus, because Wazalendo came up with a big surplus, and we now thought of ways of investing this money to bring back to the member some little profit, which he can share on his annual dividends when we are sharing on the cake. So that's what informed this. And secondly, legally, Wazalendo is licensed by the Cooperative Society, the Ministry of Cooperatives. And we are mandated just as a SACCO to give credit and do savings, as the word SACCO goes, savings and credit. So we now thought of this, and we couldn't work under that mandate. So we came up with a business arm. This business arm is called Wazalendo Investment Limited, which we are here to celebrate and launch one of its projects that it has come up with. As you might have been told, we have other projects, estates in Matuga, we have one in Bulamo on Mityana Road. Now this is our third estate, which has been opened up today, launched today, plus our road equipment, which is really a big milestone. You've heard the figures that we invested in, the amounts of money, and related to your question, this one, this project serves many purposes to our members. Before we came into real estate and this road equipment business, our members were being manipulated by the land dealers out there. As you know, land is a very lucrative business these days. So our members would be exploited out there. So as board, we sat down and thought that coming up with such projects, having estates where our members can buy at a cheaper price. As you've seen, a plot here will be going for 18 million to the member of Wazalendo and to 20 million for the public. So that's one way we managed to salvage that situation that was there, that was exploiting our members. Secondly, now, like this road equipment, it will go a long way in helping us, make business, make money. We are not only going to utilize it ourselves as Wazalendo, we will also have it hired by the public. Now, I can give an example of the Matuga estate. The Matuga estate, clearing it alone, cost us over 30 million shillings. But if we had this by that time, we would have saved that money and still keep on using our equipment for other ventures. As you notice now, it's helping us grade this new estate we've launched. And I think that's the way to go. We are proud of this.
Okay, my name is Kano Justice Rukundo. I am the chairman of the Supervisory Board of Wazalendo SACCO. I came here today to join the rest of the board and management and other invited guests and the management of Wazalendo Investment Limited WIL to celebrate the milestone achievement of launching the third estate and the road unit equipment. This is very great, in line with our vision and mission of Wazalendo, to ensure that we help the members of Wazalendo SACCO to ensure that they uplift their welfare, to improve the members' welfare. As an estate, it will enable members to acquire cheap plots which are genuine, without any problem, without any encumbrances. But also, the road equipment will enable WIL, on behalf of Wazalendo, to conduct business of construction of both roads and other housing units to our members, so that our members can access cheap housing units, which is one of the basic necessities of everybody in this society. So, as supervisory board, we are very happy with this development by the management of Wazalendo Investment Limited, and also the board and the management for always making timely decisions to ensure that WIL is funded, and also give them guidance to do the best projects for members, which can enable members to achieve their dream of improving their welfare. I thank you very much.
But we have the money and we are going to acquire the next 3 estates, particularly in Masaka Road, or Entebbe Road, or Kakiri, or Koima Road rather. We have already visited the exercise that today was done, or that was done by the visitors of inspecting this. We have already done them in other sites for many times, and we are only waiting that we finish up with this, and then we shall start the process of the next level of acquiring those sites, and we have the money. Then we are continuing with feasibility studies, and we are also preparing for registration of a Forex Bureau. This Forex Bureau, we are proposing that the name will be Wazalendo Forex Bureau. But this one we shall wait for the funding, which we are requesting for about 2 billion shillings to start that business. The Forex Bureau will be run alongside Wazalendo cash branches. The money is not for capital investment. The money is basically for working what? Working capital. Our current status. The company Wazalendo Investment Limited now has closed the year with a total asset of 27 billion. This is up from 13.7, which we closed in 2023. And in 2024, we made a profit before tax of 1.6 billion. And this has also moved up from 805 of 2003. On the other hand, sales revenue has grown to 4.2 billion this year. And this is from the sale of 439 plots in total. Out of the 439 plots, 178 plots were sold to soldiers, our members of what? Wazalendo SACCO, which is 38% of the total sales. For me, while we talk about the profit, what I'm measuring that makes me happy is that, yes, we can count the Nyumba loan portfolio, but now we are also counting the number of actual members of Wazalendo SACCO who have bought plots. And the whole of this last year, 2024, 178 plots were bought by our members, and that represents a 38% of the total what? Total sales. The non-members, of course, bought the other 68%. We have a number of challenges. So we have a number of, and that is the 54 acres of land we are standing on that we have acquired, and we have also acquired the road unit equipment at 3.5 billion. And I want to give some issue about why we acquired the road unit equipment. There are mainly two. One, this clearance of this site alone, maybe today, if we had not used our machines, we would be saying we have spent not less than 30 million shillings for this work. So there was a need for us to have these machines for us to continue keeping our sites very clean. Matuga already needs road grading, Bulamu needs road grading. So it is easier for us to maintain the sites in a better shape when we have our own what? Our own machine. That was the first. Then the second one was to generate more revenue in that industry of construction or road construction. So those were the main two reasons why we acquired that road unit equipment. We have also stabilized operation, and we are running under a platform of Odo managing all our processes, and we are going to use the same system to ensure that revenue from road unit is separate from the revenue from real estate, so that we understand the performance of that business as a single unit. We have installed the power in Matuga, and we installed this power at 30 million shillings. The service providers were asking us for 300 millions, 200 millions, but what we did this under a corporate social responsibility arrangement, where we found one of our members who has constructed a house, applied for connection from Umeme, and then we paid for that connection. So we took power in Matuga to almost about 4 houses at a total of 30 million shillings. So Matuga is lit. We have drawn a 5-year strategic plan, and we are ready to follow them through. We are still working on other manuals, procedure manuals, and policy that also we have been working on, and others we have concluded and they are approved. Now we have a number of challenges, but I'm highlighting only 4. One is the land acquisition process is very complicated with a lot of associated risks. So yes, the money can be there, but I think the slow process helps us to be more sure that when we acquire land like this, we should be able to come and sit here and the neighbors don't come with stones. The issue of the cost of land and the tax. Up to now, the owner of this land is still waiting for clearance from URA. URA still does not know whether this land is a developed land or unimproved land or undeveloped land. So what the issue here is, for them, they expect us to withhold what? Tax. So we are holding 6% of the gentleman's land, price cost value of the land, until he gets clearance from URA, when URA is going to write to us that actually we have confirmed that the land you bought in Namayiba is undeveloped, and therefore go ahead and pay him the what? The 6%. But if they say it is developed, then we pay the 6% to what? To URA. Now you just imagine how many of you would be willing. The others said, if you're going to deal with the issue of URA, me, I'm not selling my land. Because me, I know I'm selling land which has trees, forest, what are you talking about? Which development? That's the kind of complication which is there with the land tax. And then we have competition and market distortion. We had a site we had visited in Namayiba, the other side. 2 days later, when we went, we found it was already graded like this. Somebody, competitors, bought the same site, and he wrote to us that I want to sell to you this piece of land. We said, but we are the ones who went there first. That is the other company. Don't want to mention the name, but they wrote to us. So they had already bought the same land, and they were now wanting to sell to us at a what? At a profit. So sometimes when you come to ask us, which is the next piece of land you want to buy, we are hesitant to tell you, because there are people who have the money and they are willing to go and buy that very piece of land, and they write to us immediately that you see the other land you visit, and it's worse when they see us visiting. Immediately you visit, then they sell, then the person comes and buys, and he comes back to you, he wants to what? So sometimes the pieces of land that we have identified, we find it hard to just release that information because it has happened. We would be having a very good site in Kakiri, but another investor went and bought it and wants to sell to us at twice the price of the land that we had been told. So then we have the brokerage industry. There are people, advisors, don't give commission, don't do whatever. If you don't give these people commission, they will come back here and put the sign post. Oh, they will mobilize everyone around here. They say that land has a very serious legal issue. The owner of that land died, the children are fighting with their mother is whatever. So for you, you're in office, you're asking, why am I not selling? Because you think, maybe there's another problem. Kumbe, they have put another narrative about your what? Your piece of land. So we have to deal with these people, and I think today we have a number of people from Mukono, our visitors from Mukono. How many brokers do we have from around Mukono? These are our partners now, because for us, we stay the other side. For them, they'll be here selling the what? The land. And so, my brothers, once you've sold land, immediately we are paid. The person who has bought the land has paid us. We shall process your commission and pay it to you. So don't get scared that these people, since they are soldiers, once or for us, we are going to pay you your commission. So don't get worried. Bring customers, and we sell through you. But we have forms. For us, we have a certain process. So when you're bringing a customer, you must fill the form so that we know you are the one. Because you can have one customer having like 7 brokers. So the one who fills the form is the one who takes the money. Our future plans. Now that we have acquired the road unit equipment, that one now we are going into stabilization, but we want to go and acquire the other 2 additional sites. Now the road unit, I want you to know that we have been undergoing a certain process, and this were guided by our leaders at board. We have been doing very careful contract financing just to understand how the contract industry in Uganda behaves. I want to tell you that there are very many contracts out there, but some of them you will do and you'll be paid after 5 years. We now know the types of what? Contract. We know which MDAs pay, we know which MDAs delay to what? To pay.
The chairman, supervisory board, members of the board, I don't know whether they have introduced them. Thank you. Is the chairman? Okay. But I'm going to unseat you now. And I'm striping your authority now, but you can continue. Thank you so much. The MD, thank you so much for presiding over. I think we are taking shape really. Members of management, where are you? Thank you so much. Abantu bawano abataka jemuli mwebale nnyo. Tetuzze kubeera nammwe tukole ekulakulana ffenna. Tetuzze kubalwanyisa bayinza okugamba abasajja b'emmundu bazze. So tetumanyi nti bwe tujja wano mujja kulabawo enjawulo. I want to thank the fraternity of the entire UPDF that we were able to make this milestone. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I came late, but I apologize. And it was not my wish. It is a day that I had put special, but along the way I was hijacked by the call for duty. Actually, I just escaped. Then they said, let's deploy military police to arrest you. I said, I have gone. But thank you so much. Nevertheless, I'm here, and I want to thank everybody. Please, find the CGS, come and deliver your message. Thank you so much.
Charity. Okay. You remove the bag. You remove the bag. You're going in a smile. Will.
Yeah. We say will. Will. I find a request without the.
What's each party? Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
Even me today.